Right, so today, after looking at addition, we're going to move on to subtraction. Yeah, and using the formal written method, the formal column method, just like the addition, but with subtraction this time. Yeah? So, if I asked you to do this calculation, yeah, what do we do? What do we do with that calculation? Tristan?
You do 3 take away 2.
Right, so I'm starting with
The units.
the units, yeah? Do we always start with units?
No. Yes. No.
Right, so you have to think yes. So you have to think no. Right, so if you think no, why not? Cameron?
Because sometimes you would solve with decimals.
Right, sometimes you would have a decimal number. If you had, for example, this, you wouldn't start with the units, would you? No. So what's the rule then? What's the rule with subtracting and adding? Tegan?
Always do it on the right.
Always start on the right, yeah? Always start on the right. Now, so let's do this calculation then. So 6,423, take away 1,212. We do start on the right, so we take 2 away from 3. Yeah? What's the answer?
1.
Then 1 away from 2.
1.
2 away from 4.
2.
1 away from 6.
5.
Perfect. Easy?
Yes.
Yeah? Dead straightforward. No problem. Yeah? If I then had that calculation, could I do it like this?
Yes.
No.
You can
Okay. Could I do that?
No.
We're gonna?
No,
Why not?
because you would keep exchanging and like stealing from things instead of being like.
Why can't I do that? Not quite. Why can't I do that? Technically I could. Is that what you were going to say, Ben? Go on then.
If you go into negative numbers.
I could do it if I went into negative numbers. You are perfectly correct. But if I'm not thinking about negative numbers here, why is this then not possible for us today? We're not thinking about negative numbers. Rosie?
Because you'll end up with like 0
Right, I'm going to end up with negative numbers. But there's a really simple reason why, Leo.
Because you have to have the biggest number on top.
Well done. You have to have the bigger number on the top. Can anyone remember that word from yesterday with addition? We said addition and multiplication were began with a C. Got it?
Commutative. Oh
Right, so yeah, which means what? What does it mean? NATO?
It means that you can do it either way.
You can do it either way. Subtraction's not. Yeah? Subtraction has to be done in a certain way. So the larger number on top. So we're all okay with that, yeah?
Yes.
Perfect. Let's do another one. But let's do it a bit differently. I always do this when I teach subtraction. Always get my cubes out. Right. I need some volunteers. Right, so let's have Olivia, Tegan, Lucy, Poppy. Is that 4? Ada, Shay. Line up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Georgie, 7. And Layla, 8. Right. Take the board. Forward. What on earth's going on? She's getting mad. Right. There you go. So, I'm going to just move them, manhandle them a little. Right, Tegan. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle. Right, stand there. Betsy. Back. Let's go in front of Tegan. Right? Olivia. Stand next to Tegan. Poppy in front of Olivia. Ada next. No, next to Poppy. Jay behind Ada, George at the back. Hang on, let's see. There, that's right. That'll work, that'll work. Right, if you're in the front, kneel down. Put both your boards up so everyone can see them. Right, back row, hold your boards up above. Right, here's our calculation now. What's the top number? What's the top number? Cameron?
7,678.
Yeah? What's the bottom number? Oscar?
2,139.
2,139. Yeah, so I'm going to try and subtract 2,139 from 7,678. Have I got my biggest number on the top?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah? So can I do it?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
If you count
Yes.
odds.
Of course I can do it. Right, so first things first. Where do I start? Where do I start? What was that rule? Abigail?
Always go to the right.
Always go to the right, yeah? So we're looking at the right of the calculation here. And we're going to do that first bit of the calculation, yeah? So with your partners, right, you can just talk to your partners at the front here as well. The first step is there for you. I'm not going to say it out loud, right? You need to subtract the bottom number from the top number, okay? With your partners, how are you going to do it? Go. We're going to take 9 away from 8. Yeah? So we've got 8. Let's have another volunteer. Leo. So here's our 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's your 9. No. Yes, that's right. No, I need 8. You need 8. Right, so there's the 8. Go and stand next to Tegan. Right, he's got 8 cubes. Yeah?
Yeah.
Georgie, go and take 9 away from him. What? Right, sit down then. There's no point going and even trying, is there? You can't do it. So, what you discussed with your partners then, what did you come up with? So I heard lots of different things coming out. I heard you take it away from the next number. I heard lots of different things going around, but what do we actually do here? Right, we cannot. Georgie couldn't go to Leo and take 9 cubes away because he hasn't got 9. He's only got 8. Right, so what are we going to do? Neve?
What you do is instead you take you take the 10 away from the 7 and you make 7 6 and then you
Hang fire a minute, right? So Neve said you go to the next column and you take 10 away from 7. Hang on, well she's not completely wrong. Right? How can you can't if you can't take 9 away from 8, you can't take 10 away from 7. I know where you're coming from, Neve, but let's get that explanation really spot on. Right? You can't take 10 away from 7. What do you actually mean? Go on, Neve, give it another go.
what I meant was like you take away the 1 from the 7 and then you turn the 7 into 6.
Right, I preferred your first one about the 10. Right? Even though it wasn't technically right, I preferred it. Why? Right? Why do you think I preferred that first bit? You take 10 away from 7. Tristan?
Is it because the 8 would turn into 18?
It would, but what are we actually... Go on, Neve, are you there?
Yeah. Instead of 7 you would take it away from 70.
Exactly. Why would we take it from 70? Why are we going to take that from 70 and not 7? Go on, Lexi.
Because it's a 10.
It's a 10. Yeah? So if you're looking at your place value columns, we've got our units, our tens, our hundreds, and our thousands. So we can't take one, what it looks like is you're taking one away, but what you're actually doing is taking 10 away. So I'm going to come into the calculation and invade it, right? And I'm going to do what Neve said. So really, Olivia's holding 7, but she's in the tens column. So she's actually got 7 tens. And we're going to take one away, so I'm going to cross that out and make it a 6, because now there's only 6 tens, because I've taken 10 away. And I'm going to move that 10 over to here. Yeah? Right? Now if I put 10 with that 8, what am I going to get? I put 10 with that 8. Albert?
18.
I'm going to get 18. And I'm not going to write 10 here. Why not? Because it looks like 108. So I'm going to make that 18. Right? So I've taken a 10 from here. I've moved it to here to make it 18. Can I now, Leo, you can sit down now. Can I now subtract Lexi away from Tegan?
Yes.
Yes. So 18 take away 9 would give us
9.
9. Right? So I'm just going to take it again. I'm going to record it on here. 9. Yeah? Right, our next column along then. So we move to the tens column now. What have we got? We've got 6, only 6 left because we had to take 10 over there, and we've got 3 here. Can we do that?
Yes.
Georgie, what's 6 take away 3? 3. Do we agree?
Yes.
3. Right, next. We've got Shay and Ada, 6 and 1. Can we take Ada away from Shay?
Yes.
The 6 take away 1 is?
5.
5. And then the last one, George has got 7, and Layla's got 2. So 7 take away 2. 5. Is that correct?
Yes.
We think, do we agree?
Yes.
Excellent. Right, so you each just pop your boards down here. You can go and sit down. Right. And let's see what that looks like when we do it as a written calculation. Right? As a written calculation. So this time I'll give you a different one. Right. So, tell me again, what do we do? What do we do? Where do we start? Lexi.
You take 4 away from 7.
That's a really common mistake that some people make. What do we actually try and do, Georgie?
Take 10 from 7.
Right, before that, what are we actually looking at here? What are we going to try and subtract then?
Take away 7.
Yeah, I'm going to try and take 7 away from 4. I can't do it. So I move to that next column, the tens column, and I'm going to take a 10 away, yeah? So I'm going to cross that one out and make it a 6. Take that 10 to here to make it 14, yeah? So now I've got 14, take away 7. Lexi?
7.
7. Next one, can I do 6 take away 1?
Yes.
5. Right, 3 take away 8.
No.
Can I do that?
No.
No. Right? Now, we're in the hundreds column now. So am I going to borrow? Some people say borrow, steal. I've heard it. People say the word mug because they don't get it back. Exchange. Yeah? So we're going to do an exchange here. So we need to get some of these thousands into the hundreds column. Yeah? So I'm going to cross this one out. So I've got 4 thousands. I'm going to make it 3 thousands. And I'm going to take 1,000 across into the hundreds column. Yeah?
Yeah.
Does this make sense, Agana? Yeah? So it looks like it just becomes 13. But what is it actually if we're looking at place value? We're looking at place value. It's not just a 13. What is that number? Daniel? 1,300. It's 1,300s. Yeah? So all we had in that column was 300s. We then took 1,000 across and it becomes 1,300 because it's in that column. But for the sake of our subtraction, we can just look at the 13 and the 8. So can we now subtract 8 from 13?
Yes.
Right, what is the answer? 5. We're feeling so sure. Retake 2?
One.
Yeah? Everyone okay with that?
Yep.
No.
Yes?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
It was just because the 3 looked big.
Ah, right. Right, next thing then, first thing I want you to do, I'm going to just try one in your book, try and do it yourself. So, here's your first question. There you go. Try that one. Right, looks pretty much everyone is done. Who's brave enough not just to do it on the board, but to talk us through it as they're doing it? To talk us through it. Philip. On then, tell us what you're doing as you're doing it. Okay? Nice loud voice.
So first, I know that I can't do it because it's subtraction. So I have to.
Right, what are you doing?
Exchange.
Exchanging, great.
So I'm gonna make it 6, and then I'll make the number 14, and then it will be 4.
What are you taking 9?
5. Oh,
Put you on the spot.
5. And then it will be 6 minus 11.
Well done.
Minus 10 can't do that.
Are we raising it? Right, perfect. So you did those 2 exchanges, and so then who got the right answer? Show of hands, perfect. Well done. So your task then is to now put that knowledge into practice, right? So you're going to do the work in your books. You may choose, well, within reason, so we're looking at section C. I want this group to do C, A or B, depending on how confident you are. B, B, C, the back 2 tables, B or C, depending on how confident you are with the numbers. Have a look at the numbers that are in the questions and see how you feel about it, yeah, before you give it a go. We'll do some work in the books, we'll work for a few minutes, 5-10 minutes, we'll stop, we'll mark, we'll see if there are any issues. Yeah, everyone okay with that?
Yes.
Yes?